Hi, so I have 10 reasons that I wanted to tell you guys of why I deleted my OnlyFans account. And here he goes. Reason one, my spirituality. I completely changed and I revamped myself. And one of the things I did was delete all my inappropriate content or content that I was making that was for mature adults or anybody 18 and over, if you know what I mean. So I had like OnlyFans account and I had a Cornhub account and even Snapchat Premium. Second reason is my kids. I feel like I don't want to be that one mom that is older and her kids are grown adults and they come one day to question you. What is all this, Mom? You were doing this while we were kids. So I don't want to face that, and I don't want to have to explain that. It's disgusting, I think, and inappropriate, and it's even a bad example for them, even for the women they're gonna choose in the future. Like, I don't want that for them. So I am not going to do something that I don't even want for my own kids. Like, doesn't make sense, right? Third reason is I didn't want to be a cause of gossiping, which I already heard gossiping. I caught it because I'm really good at catching stuff like that. I got that discernment. And so to get rid of all that, I just deleted all the content and I'm finding other ways to make money. The fourth reason, I got tired of being a piece of meat. Like, men gave me compliments and liked pictures and videos and tipped me and this and that. For what? For what? For my body? I'm not interested. So I got tired of being a piece of meat. The next reason is there's no future. No future for it because I'm young today. Tomorrow I'm going to be really old and I'm not going to be able to do that eventually, just like an old stripper can't be stripping no more because all the new girls are going to be making all the money and you're going to be having a low self-esteem and developing all kinds of mental problems if you keep doing it, being an older lady. So for me, it's not worth it for my mental health. And then number 6, I don't like getting compared. I don't want to get compared to other girls, to other pretty girl, ugly girl, the other girl. I don't want to be another number. So I said, no, let's just end this. And that's another reason. The next reason is I want to be taken serious. And because of that fact, I'm not going to make that type of content because even I know there's men out there that are okay with their girlfriends making content, but that is some special people that eventually will regret it. And I am not that girl. So I'm not okay with my man being okay with me showing myself to the world. So yeah, no, not today. Next reason why I deleted my OnlyFans is I can make money other ways. Just like I am now, I'm making money other ways. And it might not be a lot, it might not be a fortune, but eventually it's going to be a whole lot of money. And you just got to be patient in life. And if you do things right, eventually you will get that which you desire. So I desire to make money in a way that's not inappropriate and showing my body. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I'm doing. So anyways, next reason is my self-esteem and how I judge myself. That is one major thing in my life. I do judge myself very hard. I think that nobody judges me harder than I do myself. And because I don't want to have a scar that's going to hurt even more if the longer I do this, then that's why I just gave it a closure and decided to end that chapter of my life. It was just a chapter. That's the way I look at it now. The next and last reason is that I love myself. I love myself too much. I've developed very, very high standards within me that I expect my future, not soulmate, I expect my future husband to be a man of high standards. And if I'm going to be that woman that's going to be of that man with high standards, being an OnlyFans girl or a corn model is not that standards. And I'm going to make sure that I present myself as a woman that has high morals and high standards. So those are my 10 reasons of why I deleted my OnlyFans account. And I know some of you girls are making a whole lot of money there, and I'm not being a hater. You go do you. I know that I'm thinking about my future, okay? Because the present is already gone, right? The present, what I just said, is already gone. So tomorrow, my future, when I come to look at myself in the mirror and I see Lisette, you did this that you said you were not going to do, and I regret it, and I know that I did wrong, and I ask for forgiveness. There's something empowering about that. And thinking about my future, my kids, like I was saying, I don't want to be that that mom that has to face them in the future talking about how I was showing myself out there in the internet, exposing my body out in the internet. And while they were kids, they're going to think, well, we were little kids and you were taking us to church and being all this and that, and you were still doing that. Well, that's before I was going to church and I was a Christian. But can you imagine if I still kept making videos and whatnot? That's what they would be thinking. Like, I'm a hypocrite. Like, really, I would have been a really hypocrite if I kept doing it. Thankfully, no, that's not it. That's not the case, and that's not going to be the case. And because I also know that I'm going to be hurt. I would be hurting myself, looking at myself as an old woman. Let's suppose I make it to my 70s. I'm going to be seeing other women, and that's why we can't compare ourselves. That is a very bad thing to do, but we all fall into that. And I don't want to have to face that moment where I'm comparing myself to the younger girls and looking at my old self and feeling some type of way because the men don't see me the type of way that I was used to. So I didn't want to get used to being seen as a piece of meat. Basically, I was feeding something that eventually was going to change. My youth was going to be gone. I was going to be aged, and nobody wants to see an old lady in the internet naked. Like, I don't think they make corn, or if they do, it's not so popular anyway. So I don't want to hurt myself. Like, I'd rather deal with it now, get rid of it now, and just look for a brighter tomorrow. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, moral of the story is, if you're still making content that's for a mature audience, you better think it twice. Think about, I know a lot of people don't even think about having kids or are not planning for it, but just think of yourself. How will you feel when you're an old lady and you can't make the content no more? How are you going to make your money? So think about, how are you going to make money? Because your beauty and your body's not going to stay young forever. So that's another thing to think about. But what I was really going at was of your spirit. How is your spirit going to feel once you've done all that, when you're an older lady and nobody's giving you likes as they used to? So just nurture your heart and know that things are going to change, and you need to be prepared for every stage in your life. And if you're just living in the moment, and that's being selfish, because you're not thinking of your future self, you're not thinking of others if you have kids. I hope you get it. I'll be back next time with another video, and now I'm going to, at the end of this video, post my Easter pictures or Easter weekend. So check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great one, and God bless you. Bye.